The Pacers have reached the backstretch, and they are underway. Yankee Moonshine towards the inside. A fast start. Quickly clears the lead by about a length over Pure Country. In behind that out west somewhere third. Then Peachy is fourth. A good 5.5 off the pace. To the outside, She's a Real Deal moves up to fifth past Kiss Baby Kiss. And Donna's Beach is the early trailer. A good 8.5 away as Yankee Moonshine motoring on the front end. A 2-length advantage over her closest four, Pure Country, who gets a bit closer now as Yankee Moonshine takes him around the turn of the quarter in 29 even. Yankee Moonshine, a first-time starter, so is Pure Country, and she pulls the pocket here for Brett Miller and takes over the lead as the 2-5 favorite as Yankee Moonshine tries to make it hard on her, but Pure Country gets clear at the 3/8 mile marker. A length and a half back to out west somewhere third, followed by Peachy with Gingras fourth. They are single file now. She's a Real Deal fifth, and then around the turn, Kiss Baby Kiss to the outside along with Donna's Beach. Up front, it's still Pure Country, half mile 58-4, 29-4 second panel. It's been a relative stroll so far for Pure Country, and Brett Miller not asking her for a thing as she leads by a length and a half over Yankee Moonshine. She's a Real Deal coming up strong for Marcus Miller, picking off horses to within 2, and a nice brush here. And Kiss Baby Kiss catches that live cover out west somewhere back on the inside fifth. Donna's Beach also on the outside. Peachy, the trailer, about 5 3/4 away. And still, it's Pure Country on top. 3/4, 127-3, 28-4 third panel. Pure Country, the lead is down to a head now as She's a Real Deal is really giving her a good go here. Inside third, Yankee Moonshine. Further back to Kiss Baby Kiss. Top of the stretch, Pure Country kicks out to lead by a length now. She's a Real Deal was even with her for a second, but now dropping back. And Pure Country, under some gentle urging from Brett Miller, going to kick away here as the heavy favorite in her debut, Pure Country by 2.5 lengths. She's a Real Deal second, Yankee Moonshine.
Pennsylvania Sire Stakes action from Harrah's, Philadelphia. Off and pacing. Pure Country from the inside away for the lead. Eloquent Grace to her inside, moving out on the outside. Heels on the beach. In between horses, Tipton Tees. Around the first turn they go. Pure Country from between horses. Heels on the beach is out 3 wide. Eloquent Grace towards the inside. Back to fourth, pedal to the metal. 2 lengths back to Tipton Tees, who comes away fifth shy of the quarter. And we go a length and a half back in sixth. Cut and pace. The trailer's Soulmate Hanover. The battle continues up top. Heels on the beach. Takes on Pure Country. 28 seconds for the opening quarter. And it's Heels on the Beach up on the outside, forcing the lead change. Pure Country's back to second. Eloquent Grace is third by 1. Pedal to the metal, fourth under the finish line the first time. Tipton Tees under a good Dave Miller hold 5 lengths away from the lead. Unbased in line sixth, and the trailer is Soulmate Hanover on their approach to the half with Heels on the Beach showing the way. Pure Country is right there second. Eloquent Grace is third. Halftime 57-3. As they race up the next stretch, 29-3 rated quarter for Heels on the Beach. Pure Country tracks her every step second. Eloquent Grace racing in third. Tipton Tees cut loose now, moving to the outside, flushing Eloquent Grace out of third, shy of 3/4. Pedal to the metal, saves ground up the inside. Cut and pace 2 lengths back, takes up third over position sixth. And Soulmate Hanover trails the field around the turn. Eloquent Grace now doing battle with Heels on the Beach. 3/4, 126-2. And business is picked up now. Eloquent Grace on the outside takes the lead. Heels on the Beach looking to counter. Pure Country a length back on the inside third. That one steered to the outside. Now she's 3 wide as they straighten away. Heels on the Beach on the inside. Eloquent Grace in between horses. Pure Country bearing down widest of all. Heels on the Beach. Here comes Pure Country on the outside. They come down to the finish. Pure Country guns her down.
There they go. Off and pacing, that's Nips Beach Girl going right out for the lead. Yankee Moonshine second, racing third. Pure Country out of the turn, racing fourth. Corona again. Fifth on the outside as they race around the turn. Tipton Tees now backing off. Destiny's Beach Babe up the inside and trailing the field. Princess Fabulosa as they race around the turn, going to the first quarter mark, straight alignment. Opening quarter, 27-4. He entered the lane first time with a rush on the outside. Pure Country and Brett Miller wants command. He's got it. Nips Beach Girl racing second. Yankee Moonshine third. Corona again pacing fourth. Destiny's Beach Babe fifth. Sixth is Tipton Tease, and moving on the outside, Princess Fabulosa. He entered the turn, going to the halfway point. Pure Country has the lead by a length and a quarter. Halfway home in 58-2. Racing second to the backside, Nips Beach Girl. Racing third, Yankee Moonshine. Up and moving on the outside, Princess Fabulosa now fourth. Racing fifth, Corona again. Sixth on the outside, Tipton Tease. The trailer is Destiny's Beach Babe. Going to the three-quarter mark with a rush, Princess Fabulosa. Now second, and after the leader, Pure Country. Back on the inside, Nips Beach Girl. Around the turn, Yankee Moonshine looking for some daylight, fourth. Fifth on the outside, Tipton Tease. 126-2, backside 28. Drawn away with every stride, it's Pure Country. Yankee Moonshine on the outside, second. Through the stretch, it's all Pure Country and Brett Miller. Yankee Moonshine. Corona again. 153-1. 153-1.
Pacing fillies, revved up and ready. Here they come. Now off down along the rail there. That's Heels on the Beach alongside Pure Country. These two match strides. Danica P getting away third. And it's Anastasia Shade fourth. Graceful Vision. She's a Smoking Lady, and at the end it's Pedal to the Metal. They lean into the opening bend. Brett Miller and Pure Country now clear to the front. Heels on the Beach back second. Danica P well spotted in third, followed by Anastasia Shade. And it's Graceful Vision, She's a Smoking Lady, and Pedal to the Metal. The opening quarters in 28 seconds, and they're by the stands the first time. Pure Country up on the front end here. Heels on the Beach. Dream Trip second with Danica P right there in third. Anastasia Shade just behind in fourth. Length and a half further back. Graceful Vision fifth. Then it's She's a Smoking Lady and Pedal to the Metal as they lean into the clubhouse bend. Pure Country shows the way. Heels on the Beach right there in second, and Danica P who's spotted third. The half was 58 seconds flat. It's Pure Country. The whip is up now. Looking to get away from Heels on the Beach, who's stuck like glue. Danica P at the rail third, underway from fourth. It's She's a Smoking Lady, advancing her cause. And it's Anastasia Shade, Pedal to the Metal, and at the end it's Graceful Vision. They're midway down the backside, and it is Pure Country alongside now She's a Smoking Lady. 3/4 in 126. They lean into the far turn, and Pure Country, Brett Miller, got plenty of pony here. Looks to get away. She's a Smoking Lady second. Heels on the Beach, can't stay with him in third. Top of the stretch, and Pure Country turns first for Brett Miller, looking to scoot away. Battle for second between Heels on the Beach and She's a Smoking Lady. Pure Country in front.
Philly Pacers on gate, second division, the Meadow Cheer. And they're off, quickly out from the outside, the 5, I Said Diamonds with the 2, Skinny Dipper. Outside now, here comes the 6, Pure Country. Getting away fourth, the 1, A-List Hanover. Into the turn fifth, that's Hug a Dragoness, and the trailer is Sail to the Beach. They roll through the first turn. I Said Diamonds holds the lead for David Miller, but up on the outside, here comes Brett Miller with Pure Country, and Pure Country now takes command. Back to third. Skinny Dipper goes off stride. Skinny Dipper has made a bad break in the first turn and has caused some trouble for the rest of the field. They go by the quarter in 27-3. The front two have stayed out of that trouble. That's Pure Country on the engine with I Said Diamond second. Trying to close the gap third now is Hug a Dragoness. Sail to the Beach is fourth. Back pacing fifth is A-List Hanover, and the trailer is Skinny Dipper. 3/8 of a mile down. They've got less than a lap to go. It's Pure Country leading it. I Said Diamonds is second. Hug a Dragon is trying to get back into it third. Sail to the Beach right on her back in fourth. A big gap then back to A-List Hanover and Skinny Dipper. Halftime is 57-3. 30 seconds in that second quarter. Pure Country backing things down. I Said Diamonds appears to be the only one with a chance to catch second. Hug a Dragon is third. Sail to the Beach is fourth. Fifth is A-List Hanover, the trailer Skinny Dipper. Continuing down the backstretch toward three quarters, it's Pure Country. Trying to remain undefeated in her career. I Said Diamond stays with her second. Hug a Dragoness has made up a little ground in third. Sail to the Beach is a closer fourth. Three quarters home in 125-3. They'll hit the gas pedal now. It's Pure Country with a lead. Racing second is I Said Diamonds. They've opened up on Hug a Dragon is third. Sail to the Beach fourth. Top of the stretch. They turn for home, and the sprint is on. Pure Country still a length and three quarters to the good. I Said Diamonds trying to eat into that margin. Will head to the passing lane second. Through the stretch, it's Pure Country. I Said Diamonds is closing on the inside. Pure Country on the outside's got a little more. It's Pure Country in front. Mile at 152-3. Out in 57-3, home in 55. You knew when they were. And they're off from the inside. Call Me Queen Bee out quickly with the 6 I Said Diamonds. Between horses, the 3 Pure Country. Along the inside, the 2 Lions River Pride will get away fourth. Into the turn fifth from the inside is Sail to the Beach. Up alongside, She's a Real Deal is parked in sixth. Seventh is Princess Fabulosa. And the early trailer is Yankee Moonshine. A couple of them parked on the outside as they round the turn. I Said Diamonds got a good jump out of the gate. Pure Country hung to the quarter. They get to that marker a quick 26 4/5. Into the lane in the Sire Stake Championship. Up from the outside, Pure Country undefeated. She'll now clear to the lead for Brett Miller. Racing back to second is I Said Diamonds. Call Me Queen Bee is third. Action Stars from mid-pack. Sail to the Beach up on the outside now. Fourth, inside fifth, Lions River Pride. Sixth, up on the outside and moving. That's She's a Real Deal. Seventh outside, Princess Fabulosa. The trailer is Yankee Moonshine. Halftime is 56-1. A little breather there at 29-2 in the second quarter for Pure Country. But she's getting a challenge now from Sail to the Beach. On the inside is I Said Diamonds third. Fourth on the rim, that's She's a Real Deal with the cover. Call Me Queen Bee is locked in fifth. Sixth outside is Princess Fabulosa. Seventh is Lions River Pride. Trailer is Yankee Moonshine. Into the turn, they head toward the three quarters. It's Pure Country by 3 parts of a length. On the outside, Sail to the Beach, 3 quarters home in 123-4, 27-3 for the third quarter. Pure Country trying to win the championship after winning all the legs, but here comes a 3-wide move from She's a Real Deal. On the inside is I Said Diamonds, but Brett Miller hits the gas pedal with Pure Country and she opens up. I Said Diamonds on the inside, trying to find room late is Call Me Queen Bee. On the far outside, She's a Real Deal, but Pure Country is the best in PA this year. Pure Country is home in 151.
Eloquent Grace, but she caught back pacing. And they're off. Lions River Pride rushes out for the lead. Upside Surprise is right there on the inside. Pure Country is moving up on the outside, just floating out there in third. Angels Rockin' Pink slides past her at the rail. Then on the inside is Pink Rock, who's in the fifth spot. Eloquent Grace is sixth, second last at this point, and Kiss Me on the Beach at the back is the trailer. And Lions River Pride leads the way, and Pure Country takes an early tuck, settling fourth on the pylons there as they move toward the opening quarter. Upside Surprise is right there in the 2-hole with the leader in second. Angels Rockin' Pink is gapped back slightly, 30-2 for the opening quarter, and Pure Country is fourth on the inside, 6 lengths from the lead as they head down the back stretch. Gap back in fifth is Pink Rock, then sixth in behind her is Eloquent Grace, and at the back of the pack is Kiss Me on the Beach, who rounds out the field, and Tetrick looking for 4 straight, with Lions River Pride is setting the pace a length to the good. Upside Surprise right there in the 2-hole, racing in second. Angels Rockin' Pink is 2 lengths from them, another 2.5 to Pure Country, who's racing in fourth. She's 6 lengths lengths from the lead as they move down the backstretch, racing past the half-mile marker in 58 and 4. So they wheel onto the far turn, and Pier Country is caught up to the top trio and wheels to the outside for Brett Miller. So here comes Pier Country, who's gathering steam, and she's up into third on the outside, just 2 lengths away from Lions River Pride, who continues to show the way. Lions River Pride showing the whip, trying to accelerate. Pier Country is 2 lengths from her, and as the earplugs popped on the outside in second, Upside Surprise is racing in third. As the field comes to the top of the stretch, Angels Rockin' Pink is fourth. 3/4 in 1:28 flat. Lions River Pride gunning for the upset here. Pier Country trying to track her down is coming on the outside. Pier Country after Lions River Pride, and Pier Country muscles past to take the lead, and Pier Country is edging away. Lions River Pride is racing in second. Pier Country remains undefeated. Lions River Pride second. Kiss Me on the Beach was third. Tight for fourth between Upside Surprise and Eloquent Grace in 1:56 and 1.
Fourth race field picks up speed. Here they come. They're off and pacing, and Gingras steps on the gas pedal of Lions River Pride, and that filly muscles her way to the front. She's lights out as second away at the inside. Pure Country's in no hurry in the early going now, relaxed away third. Fourth dropped in behind her, Tipton Tease. Then Darlin on the Beach is fifth away, sixth inside to Mayhem Sealster. She's a Real Deal is seventh towards the rail, and Diamond Dance will trail the field back in eighth. So the field of 8 travels over to the quarter pole, making the bend there in 28 and 1. On point is Lions River Pride. Second to the inside is She's Lights Out. Back into third is Pure Country. It's 2 lengths fourth to Tipton Tease, then fifth inside to Darlin on the Beach. Sixth one back in at the rail is Mayhem Sealster, followed seventh by She's a Real Deal, and Diamond Dance is still last. No action at all so far as Gingras grabs up on Lions River Pride as she leads the field by 2 lengths, and she's keen to go on. Lions River Pride very full of herself out there, loose on the lead. She's through a half of 56 and 2, so a 28 and 1 opening panel and a 28 and 1 follow-up quarter. Onto the far turn they go. Lions River Pride continues to lead the way. Second in that pocket spot as She's Out, Lights Out. Lions River Pride pretty strong in the face going into the far turn here. She's got a good lead. 2 lengths going into that last turn. Second to the inside is She's Lights Out. First up third, it's Pure Country time. And picking up the cover from in fourth is Darlin on the Beach. On their way to 3/4 now. Gingras still leads with Lions River Pride. Pure Country coming up fast in Gingras' rear view mirror. Moving up on cover from in third is Darlin on the Beach. 3/4 1:24. Inside Lions River Pride, here comes Pure Country. And Pure Country strikes the front for Miller. 1/8 of a mile to go. Darlin on the Beach is launched off her cover. Lions River Pride gives way late. It's Pure Country on top by 2. Pure Country romps in her Breeders' Crown elimination assignment. She'll win by 3. Darlin on the Beach was second. Lions River Pride fillies are set for a start. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Skinny Dipper gap the gate. A great start in the center for Lions River Pride. From the far outside and firing is Call Me Queen Bee. And Call Me Queen Bee rockets to the top. Second away at the inside is Lions River Pride. Crossed over third went Blue Moon Stride. Parked out fourth going into the first turn there. Looking for a seat is Mayhem Sealster, but a seat is not there. Pure Country shut the door for Miller, but he'll gladly take that moisé of cover. Sixth on the outside and shooting for a spot as they drive to the quarter pole. Yankee Moonshine, that first quarter was a good one. 26 and 1. And on the lead now as they move into the backstretch, long shot Mayhem Sealster. Back in second, Call Me Queen Bee. Up and driving third comes the big favorite, Pure Country, as Miller is on the attack right now with her. Back into fourth as they move across the backstretch, we go to find Lions River Pride. Inside from in fifth and doubled up is Blue Moon Stride. Sixth outside, driving up comes Yankee Moonshine on a rated first over gain here for Gingras. He waits on some cover, and boy did he get it. Lions River Pride is on the move like a shot out of fourth. So great cover for Yankee Moonshine, half and 55 and 1. Picking up cover times 2 is She's a Real Deal. Then from the backfield is Soft Idea. Blue Moon Stride is locked up tight. Skinny Dipper's ninth on the outside. A break on the final turn there for Darlin on the Beach as she's last. Ahead up in front is Lions River Pride. Pure Country on the inside comes right back though. Inside trip in third belongs to Mayhem Sealster. Tipped out off cover comes Yankee Moonshine to 3/4 in 1:23 and 4. Top of the stretch. The undefeated Pure Country puts it all on the line now. Mayhem Sealster back in second. Outside in third is Lions River Pride, and rolling up late comes Yankee Moonshine fourth. Coming up to 7/8, and it's Pure Country opening up by 3 lengths now. Back in second, Mayhem Sealster. Late speed from She's a Real Deal. Yankee Moonshine is back in fourth, and deep stretch leader Pure Country will get it home to win the Breeders' Crown. She is a perfect 10. Pure Country in 151 4/5.
Here you go. The Pacers have reached the back stretch, and they are underway. And out in the center of the track, Call Me Queen Bee comes out well. So too does Darlin on the Beach, and now on the inside, Newborn Sassy. Those three across. Call Me Queen Bee goes on with Newborn Sassy. Darlin on the Beach takes third. On the inside, fourth, Ivy League. Then it's Pure Country. I Said Diamonds made some early moves, but now backs off sixth. Then comes Sail to the Beach. After that, I Said Please and Save the Treasure. The quarter ripped off in 25 and 2. You got to be kidding. Numbers put up there by Call Me Queen Bee. Darlin on the Beach is having none of that as she speeds by with David Miller to take over from Call Me Queen Bee. Inside third is Newborn Sassy, followed there by Ivy League. Now Pure Country gets in motion on the outside for Brett Miller. Following that move, I Said Diamonds. Also to the outside, Sail to the Beach. Then you've got Save the Treasure and I Said Please at the back. Up top, Darlin on the Beach to the half in 53 and 3, 28 and 1 second panel. Not much let up here. It's Darlin on the Beach by a length as Call Me Queen Bee in her hip pocket. Newborn Sassy about 2.5 removed from her cover on the inside. Outside, Pure Country starts to move up now, still about 5 away. I Said Diamonds follows that cover into fifth. She's showing pace. Then it's Ivy League. Further back, Save the Treasure, Sail to the Beach, and I Said Please. Darlin on the Beach, the lead is just a length. 3/4, 121 and 3. 28 even third panel. Darlin on the Beach now dealing with Pure Country coming up on her flank just ahead away. Still in the pocket, Call Me Queen Bee. I Said Diamonds looking to kick off the cover here. Top of the stretch, Pure Country has corralled Darlin on the Beach and takes the lead away now. On the outside, I Said Diamonds trying to get to her. Pure Country is going to have her revenge and have it big time tonight for Brett Miller. It's Pure Country to win the inaugural Miss Pennsylvania. Brett Miller giving a winning symbol there at the end. I Said Diamond second, back to third was Call Me Queen Bee, then Newborn Sassy, and Pure Country back on top in 150 and 3.
All on the gate for race 9, final of the Fan Hanover. Here they come. They are off and pacing and leading out from the center. Goodwill Hanover. She'll charge out of there from the inside. Darlin on the Beach and way out wide is Mayhem Sealster pushing forward off the gate. Going to cross over is LA Delight from in fourth. Behind her, Pure Country fifth. Sixth away at the rail, Linwood Beach Girl now. Going to tuck in from in seventh as they drive into the first turn. That's Newborn Sassy. Further back to Pen Pal. And the last two, Lay and Bad as leader trailing. 26 and 1 the opening quarter. And it's Mayhem Sealster who's in trouble parked out. On the lead, it's Goodwill Hanover in the pocket spot. That's Darlin on the Beach. LA Delight third. Mayhem Sealster trying to get a 4-hole. Pure Country is back into fifth. She's in a real tough spot now for Brett Miller. Outside from in sixth drives Linwood Beach Girl, and picking up her cover is Newborn Sassy. The field across the backstretch to the midway point, and with the lead is Goodwill Hanover. She's there in 54 and 3. Goodwill Hanover carries the mail to the far turn. Right there in the pocket spot. That's Darlin on the Beach tripping out. out. Overland from in third. There tracks Linwood Beach Girl. Lady Lay blew up around the final turn, so they come to three-quarters next. Goodwill Hanover pressed by Linwood Beach Girl. Pocket sitting third is Darlin on the Beach. LA Delight is second up from in fourth now. Trapped into, rather second over on the outside, Newborn Sassy. LA Delight is fifth. Sixth on Overland is Pure Country winding up three-quarters in 1:22 and 2, and they spin for home. On the outside, showing a short lead is Linwood Beach Girl. Goodwill Hanover gives in. Rushing up off cover now, Newborn Sassy from the backfield. LA Delight drops inside with pace. Pure Country on the far outside. Wild finish in the Fan Hanover. And it's Pure Country and Brett Miller on the far outside. Pure Country got herself in a backstretch jackpot, but she hits the jackpot in the Fan Hanover in 1:49 and 3.
And around the turn they go. The Pacers have reached the backstretch, and they are underway. Call Me Queen Bee on the outside, showing a bit early. Also out there, Some Fancy Philly. The two furthest on the outside come to the front. In behind that is Blue Moon Stride, followed by Yankee Moonshine. Pure Country away fifth on the outside of Kiss Me on the Beach. Darlin on the Beach is seventh. Then Blue Moon Stride, and the early trailer is Pen Pal. For the moment, it's Call Me Queen Bee, but Blue Moon Stride on the outside surging, and will take the lead at the quarter. 26 even, as fast as we've seen all night. It's Blue Moon Stride, who's been hot at the Meadowlands. Andrew McCarthy guides her to the lead, out in front of Call Me Queen Bee, who had the surprising early speed. Inside third now, that's Some Fancy Philly. First over, here comes Pure Country, the 1-5 favorite. Picking up that live cover there, John Campbell with Kiss Me on the Beach. Yankee Moonshine is inside six. Darlin on the Beach is third over, has one between her and her big foe there. Inside eighth is Lions River Pride and the trailer Pen Pal. The half 55 and 2, 29 and 2, second panel. Pace softened there through the front stretch by McCarthy. Blue Moon Stride the lead. Pure Country bounding up on the outside within a length now. And on the inside, Call Me Queen Bee. Second over, Kiss Me on the Beach, showing pace behind live cover. Blue Moon Stride still there by a length. Inside, Some Fancy Philly. Darlin on the Beach has a lot to get around there. Third over, inside of her, Yankee Moonshine. Three quarters, 1:22 and 4, 27 and 2 on the back. It's still Blue Moon Stride. Stringing out Pure Country, still a length away. Inside, Call Me Queen Bee. And now Darlin on the Beach out wide, trying to make up the ground. Top of the stretch here, Blue Moon Stride by a length. Pure Country not giving in on the outside. It's Blue Moon Stride and Pure Country. Darlin on the Beach on the outside coming up. Blue Moon Stride, Pure Country, Pure Country. And Brett Miller, it was a tough first over grind for the favorite, but she gets it done. Blue Moon Stride nearly stole it on the front end. Darlin on the Beach up for third, and then it's Pen Pal, who came from the clouds for fourth. Pure Country in a tough one, 150 and 1. The Pacers have reached the backstretch, and they are underway in the Lynch, and I Said Diamonds first to show on the inside, about 3 parts of a length in front of J.K. Fanny, who grabs the pocket. Darlin on the Beach moves up on the outside, about 2.5 back third, followed by Pure Country. Newborn Sassy is fifth, and you've got a parked out Blue Moon Stride moving up. Linwood Beach Girl seventh, at the back Skinny Dipper and Pen Pal the trailer. And on the outside, Darlin on the Beach comes up on I Said Diamonds. They're side by side at the quarter in 27 even. And here goes David Miller with Darlin on the Beach, making the early move on I Said Diamonds, who tries to string her out as best she can. Darlin on the Beach to the front. Pure Country now moving up for Brett Miller, and Pure Country goes toe-to-toe with Darlin on the Beach early. Blue Moon Stride follows the live cover. I Said Diamonds shuffled back to fourth, then J.K. Fanny, Linwood Beach Girl on the move sixth. After that, you've got Newborn Sassy, Skinny Dipper, Pen Pal at the back. Pure Country makes the lead at the half, 54 and 2, 27 and 2 second panel.
panel. Pure Country on top. Now Blue Moon Stride slides into the pocket behind her. Nifty little move there by McCarthy. Linwood Beach Girl third. Darlin on the beach is fading out of it. Here comes Newborn Sassy starting to move on the outside. Skinny Dipper picks up that cover. I Said Diamonds tries to get back into its sixth, and Pen Pal. Pure Country by about a length and a quarter. Brett Miller not asking. 3/4, 122 and 1, 27 and 4, third panel. It's Pure Country. Blue Moon Stride is hanging right with her. Inside Linwood Beach Girl a threat third. Then I Said Diamonds. Top of the stretch. Pure Country still by a length. Blue Moon Stride now pops out of the pocket to the outside. It's Pure Country. Blue Moon Stride all out. Won't get there. Pure Country and Brett Miller. Pure Country doing it again for the sophomore fillies. Wins the Lynch in 149 and 2. Blue Moon Stride just could not get to her. Photo third between Linwood Beach Girl and I Said Diamonds. Pure Country, a champion again, 149 and 2.
Towards the start. 3-year-old filly Pacers from Harris, Philadelphia. They're off and pacing. I Said Diamonds is away for the lead, and Pure Country floats up right to the outside of her. She's a Smoking Lady, moves through along the inside, with the Forest dropping down fourth. Around the first turn they go. I Said Diamonds scampers away to lead by 2. Pure Country drives up on the outside. She's a Smoking Lady defends pylon position nearing the first quarter. Forest is 2 lengths back, 4, 3.5 back to Kiss Me on the beach, and Cryptos trails the field. She's 8 lengths off this battle up top, 26 and 4. Good opening quarter. Pure Country drives forward on the outside. I Said Diamonds hasn't quite released yet. 2 lengths back to She's a Smoking Lady third. Now Pure Country takes over. Back to fourth is Forest. She's slightly gapped about 4 lengths off the lead now. 2 lengths back to Kiss Me on the beach, and Cryptos trails the field. To the half they go, and Pure Country going to try to rate a little bit of the second quarter anyway. She's up by a length. I Said Diamonds is tight on the Brett Miller helmet. 55 and 1 at 28 and 2 quarter as they set their sights towards quarter 3, with She's a Smoking Lady drafting third. Forrest is at the inside fourth. Here comes Cryptos now. She's been unleashed. She drives up uncovered into fourth. Past Kiss Me on the beach, who latches onto that late flowing cover. Shy of 3 quarters. Pure Country's being rated along. I Said Diamonds is at the inside. Cryptos now attacks first over. She's up to the leader's wheel. 3 quarters on the board, 124 and 2. Around the farm turn they go. The sprint home begins. Pure Country. Cryptos is right alongside. I Said Diamonds looks for racing room. Kiss Me on the beach is latched on the cover. She's got 2 to make up as they straighten away. Pure Country turns first. Cryptos is on the outside. I Said Diamonds has clearance if good enough. Mid-stretch, Pure Country stands her ground. Inside, I Said Diamonds. Outside, Cryptos. Pure Country. Under wraps, I Said Diamonds second. Cryptos was third. 151 and 1.
3-year-old filly Pacers, Pure Country, I Said Diamonds, Skinny Dipper, Liz Patty, She's a Real Deal, Darling on the Beach. There they go. They're off and pacing, Darling on the Beach. Fast out of the gate on the outside. Liz Patty between horses second. I Said Diamonds gets away third. Pure Country fourth. Racing fifth. Skinny Dipper and treading the field. She's a Real Deal. Straight alignment around the turn, going to the first quarter mark. Darling on the Beach and David Miller lead the way. I Said Diamonds second. Opening quarter in 26 and 3, and here comes Pure Country and Brett Miller. Up and moving on the outside after the leader, Darling on the Beach. Pure Country goes to the top. Darling on the Beach gives way second. Racing third, I Said Diamonds fourth. Liz Patty, he out of the turn, racing fifth. That's Skinny Dipper and treading the field. She's a Real Deal. They're by the halfway point and 54 and 4, 28 and 1. Second panel down the backside to the 5/8 mark. Pure Country the leader. Darling on the beach, second. Here comes I Said Diamonds. Now third, now second, and with a rush after the leader. Liz Patty outside fourth. Skinny Dipper is fifth. She's a real deal sixth, and the battle's on. Pure Country on the inside. I Said Diamonds on the outside. Off stride around the turn. Darling on the beach. 3/4, 1:22 and 3. 27 and 4, backside, less than an 8 to go. Pure Country and Brett Miller has the lead. Back to the pylons. I Said Diamonds coming late on the outside. She's a real deal. Back on the inside, Darling on the beach to the wire. Pure Country. Brett Miller's looking for somebody. 150 flat.
Sophomore fillies on the gate for their Simcoe Stakes assignment. Often pacing, Goodwill Hanover punching out the fastest. Lay Lady Lay from the extreme outside, steamrolling early. Also up into the mix goes LA Delight, then it's back to Pure Country. Darlin' on the Beach, taken under a big hold from back in fifth. Sixth away inside goes Lindy's Nightmare. Tracking seventh, Mayhem Sealster. Further back to be up from an eighth position, Win Sun Glory. Final two are Linwood Beach Girl and Bourbon Sealster, hustling to the quarter in 26 flat. Here's LA Delight out of third like a rocket for Waples, and she'll shoot to the front. Back to second goes Goodwill Hanover. Lay Lady Lay made a break sitting along from in third, and she almost body checked a bunch of them. Pure Country got hung up there, but she avoided disaster and drove on. Back there from in fourth, Darlin' on the Beach, and those two will get underway and come after tempo setter LA Delight. LA Delight meet Pure Country as they eyeball one another on the way to the midway point. Moving up into third is Darlin' on the Beach. Half in 54 and 3, so Pure Country rush to the front. Here comes Darlin' on the Beach to put pressure on her right away. Back in the pocket spot now. Third is L.A. Delight. Underway fourth outside comes Lindy's Nightmare. Then back in fifth, Goodwill Hanover. Sixth outside to Mayhem Sealster. They travel to 3/4, chasing after Darlin' on the Beach. Pure Country right there, her pocket shadow. Then it's back into third to L.A. Delight. 3/4 up. 1:21 and 3 at 27 second third quarter. And it's on the lead for Darlin' on the Beach. Popped out of the pocket spot now comes Pure Country to take her on. Rushing up from the backfield late comes Mayhem Sealster. Darlin' on the Beach digs in. Pure Country trying to make up that final half length. Pure Country coming on. Darlin' on the Beach digs in. Pure Country on the outside is edging up now. Here outside comes Pure Country. Pure Country and Gingras with another 149 and 2. A stakes record performance in the Simcoe for Pure Country.
Crombie and a field of 7 lined up. 3-year-old pacing fillies for the Garnsey Memorial. Here they come. And they're off. Lakeisha Hall comes out like a slingshot for Gingras and crosses over and clears before the turn. Call Me Queen Bee is moving up on the outside to press the pace in the early going in second. Linwood Beach Girl from the inside drops back a bit, and Pure Country slides in neatly in front of her in third. Skinny Dipper is fifth on the inside as they head around the turn. Right Stuff is sixth, then Ghost Runner is seventh and trails the field. And Call Me Queen Bee rolls on for Scotty Z and opens it up to a length and a half margin. Lakeisha Hall is in the pocket spot in second. Opening split on the board in 27 and 1. Pure Country is about 2 lengths further back, racing in third as they head on to the backstretch. Linwood Beach Girl following the top trio in fourth. Skinny Dipper on the inside is fifth. Then it's Right Stuff, and Ghost Runner is underway from the back of the pack for Marcus Miller. First over into the sixth spot on the outside, and no pace pressure for Call Me Queen Bee. Lakeisha Hall sits tight in the 2-hole. She'll take her chances late, and Pure Country is still 3 lengths from the lead in third. Sitting in behind her is Linwood Beach Girl in fourth. 55 even for the half-mile marker, so it's Call Me Queen Bee still a length to the good as they move on to the far turn. Up on the outside, first over is Ghost Runner trying to flush out Pure Country. Right Stuff is following cover from the back of the pack, and Skinny Dipper kick back last and trailing the field. And Pure Country wheels to the outside as they come to the 3/4 marker, but Call Me Queen Bee counters and quickens on the lead, and she is rolling, and she's a length and a half clear. Then Lakeisha Hall, then Pure Country on the outside third. 1:21 and 4. A wicked third quarter there, and they're at the top of the
stretch, and it's Call Me Queen Bee. She's out there now with a 2.5 length lead. Pure Country is coming on the outside. Lakeisha Hall between them. It's Call Me Queen Bee. Scott Zeron asking her for more. Pure Country is gaining. Call Me Queen Bee. Pure Country charging hard on the outside. It's Pure Country who goes by to win. Call Me Queen Bee second, then Lakeisha Hall and Right Stuff 148 and 2.
For the third race, Breeders' Crown elimination. Here they come. They're off. Call Me Queen Bee shoots out of there with Scott Zeron. Darlin on the Beach gets away well. Right Stuff steps out sharply from the inside as they swing around the first turn. As Pure Country is fourth on the outside, diving to the cones in front of Dime a Dance. And then comes Kiss Me on the Beach, and at the back of the pack is L.A. Delight, and Darlin on the Beach is going for the lead here. Dave Miller's going to plant her up front. Darlin on the Beach from Call Me Queen Bee back in the second spot now. Under a tight rein is Right Stuff, who's revved up 27-4 first quarter. Down the backstretch, Pure Country, last year's Breeders' Crown 2-year-old champion, in that fourth position and reined in there and gapped. Then it's Dime a Dance, L.A. Delight underway from the back of the pack, and Kiss Me on the Beach now trails across the backstretch towards the half. Darlin on the Beach controls the front end. Call Me Queen Bee, a 2-hole ride. Right Stuff is second by 2. Pure Country is third. L.A. Delight stride for stride with Dime a Dance, and then Kiss Me on the Beach, 55 3/5, 27-4 again. It's Darlin on the Beach, shooting for 3 in a row, leads it by 1 1/4. Call Me Queen Bee, a perfect 2-hole ride here. Pure Country uncovered now, third on the outside, still gaining a bit. Right Stuff is back to fourth on the inside. L.A. Delight got cover now on the outside, well situated fifth, about 2.5, 3 from the lead here. Campbell Whip Tap urging for that one. And then Kiss Me on the Beach, third over right now. And Dime a Dance over by 3/4. Darlin on the Beach, the one to knock off. 123 2/5, 27-4 again. Darlin on the Beach. Game first over is Pure Country coming at her. Relentless challenge. Call Me Queen Bee with room on the inside. And here comes L.A. Delight and Campbell 4 across the track. Call Me Queen Bee. Pure Country in between horses. Pure Country. What a mile from Pure Country. Then L.A. Delight. Call Me Queen Bee. Darlin on the Beach and Kiss Me on the Beach. 151.
Three-year-old filly, Pacers, behind the gate, moving up. Matron stake, final purse, $148,400. They're off from the inside. Pure Country and Pen Pal both leave from the far outside. Blue Moon Stride and L.A. Delight. They race into the first turn. Pen Pal with Blue Moon Stride on the outside. Pure Country has the rail, looking for spot. L.A. Delight in fourth is going to get it. In front of Newborn Sassy, 2 lengths. To Time on My Hands, the early trailers on the turn, Dime a Dance and Apple Bottom Jeans, 26 seconds. Field races by the stands, and the leader is Pen Pal. Pen Pal, 1.5 lengths. That's Blue Moon Stride, who got away second. Out of third, here comes Pure Country. Pure Country up to take the lead. Pen Pal back to second, racing in third is Blue Moon Stride, followed by L.A. Delight. And then comes Newborn Sassy. They race into the clubhouse turn. The new leader now is Pure Country. Pure Country, 1.5 lengths. Back to second is Pen Pal. Blue Moon Stride is third. L.A. Delight moves to the outside from fourth. Newborn Sassy follows, as does Time on My Hands. Also on the outside, Dime a Dance up the rail. Apple Bottom Jeans, 54-4. They reach the back stretch, and with the lead by about 1.5 lengths is Pure Country. On the outside, L.A. Delight trying to get by Pen Pal. Down toward the inside, that's Blue Moon Stride. Second of a trip for Newborn Sassy. They go into the far turn, and Pure Country has gone off by 2.5 lengths, 3/4. 123 for Pure Country. Pen Pal giving chase in second. Back into third along the inside, Blue Moon Stride. Newborn Sassy forced 3 wide. Around the L.A. Delight, who's backing away, and they're at the top of the stretch, turning for home. Pure Country or Pen Pal. Pure Country by 2, turning for home. It's Pure Country pulling away now. Pen Pal trying to hold second. It'll be Pure Country to win easily. Then it's going to be Pen Pal and Blue Moon Stride. 150 and 2/5.
The Lady Liberty, sponsored by the SBOA of New Jersey and NJ Trot Pack. They're on gate, race 15. Here they come. They're off. She's just a delight. And Ron Cushing blasting off. Nike Franco, the favorite, showing up there. Pure Country and Call Me Queen Bee on the rail. Guns out and goes for the lead with Scott Ciron. Call Me Queen Bee takes the lead. Pure Country settles in second. She's just a delight going up with Nike Franco. Medusa settles in fifth off the opening quarter. Frost Damage Blues is next. Then it's Pen Pal, followed by Blue Moon Strike. They pass the opening quarter. She's just a delight. And she is 65-1 at 27 and 2/5 for the first quarter. She's just a delight. Not for long. Here comes Pure Country. Pure Country and Mark McDonald marching up boldly to take over. Call Me Queen Bee now third. Across the back stretch they go. Nike Franco fourth. Decision time there. Medusa edging to the outside, looking to flush her out. Then it's Frost Damage Blues and Pen Pal. And Blue Moon Stride. They hit the half mile. Pure Country in front there with Mark McDonald. Hits the half in 55 and 2, 28 seconds. She's just a delight now second. Nike Franco was flushed first over. So live cover for Medusa to the outside. Call Me Queen Bee now pinned in fifth. Frost Damage Blues sets it up from third over six and gathers momentum with Pen Pal from the back of the pack, and then Blue Moon Stride. They head to three quarters. Pure Country on the inside. Now stride for stride with Nike Franco on the outside, who pours it on. She's just a delight is pinned in. Medusa second over, all set to come three wide. Offer cover Frost Damage Blues, and they turn for home. 122 and 227 flat battle in that third quarter. Open road for Nike Franco. Nike Franco, Pure Country trying to answer it quick in here. Medusa off that cover. Down the center, Frost Damage Blues in. Pen Pal towers up late for Patless Chance on the outside. Looking to the outside. Nike Franco full out. Pure Country on the inside, and Pen Pal is closing. It's Pure Country! Pure
Back stretch, and there they go. This field is in motion, being sent on their way. They're all fan pacing in Outfire's Bedroom Confessions. Right alongside from her inside there, that is Frost Damage Blues. Driving up on the outside, Pure Country under taps of the whip there as they race towards that opening quarter-mile mark of the race. Nike Franco is in there in fourth, followed in fifth by Call Me Queen Bee in sixth, and trailing the late-charging Pen Pal as they wheel to the opening quarter. And Pure Country and Mark McDonald has snagged the frontier and going to report to the opening quarter in 26 and 4/5. On by the stands and the fan for the first time, heading on over to the half and up top. Pure Country and Mark McDonald on the point here, rolling them under the wire with less than 5/8 to go. Bedroom Confessions is right there, nose to helmet, racing into Frost Damage Blues, racing third. Nike Franco still tucked the pylons, racing in fourth, followed by Call Me Queen Bee and Pen Pal as they're still in straight alignment, reaching the half in 55 and 1/5. Rolling into the payoff half, off the turn and driving down the backside. Heads are pointed towards three quarters in Pure Country. The 4-year-old mare by Some Beach Somewhere out of the Western Montana mare. She by Western Hanover, leading it comfortably by a length and a half. Out of the inside, Bedroom Confessions is sticking right with her, nose to helmet, racing into first over on the rim. That's Nike Franco, buried in the pylons in fourth. Frost Damage Blues, second over the outside in five. Call Me Queen Bee in third over in sixth. Pen Pal with a lot of work to do there. Three quarters in 122 and 1/5. They'll pace the final turn and head for home. From the inside, Pure Country with a lead here with less than an eighth of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come in the Art Escape. Pure Country with a lead here is set down up top. Nike Franco, Bedroom Confessions coming to the wire. Pure Country is pure solid here. Pure Country in 1/5.
Here's lined up for the Milton. First elimination. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Leading speed in the center coming from LA Delight and from Call Me Queen Bee, and even wider, Wichita Lee. Wichita Lee rocketing to the top here from McNair. To come away second is Call Me Queen Bee. There's LA Delight crossed over to get a seat from in third. Then the favorite Pure Country, fourth, gap of 2 lengths back to Wrangler Magic from in fifth. Sixth, as they drive to the quarter marker, Bernadette and the early trailer, Lions River Pride. That first panel, 26 flat. Pure Country's on the move, and pocket popping Call Me Queen Bee comes around. 29-1 shot, Wichita Lee. Her time in the front end is over, as to the front goes Call Me Queen Bee now. Outside from in third comes Pure Country. Then it's back to LA Delight fourth. Gapping 3 now, Wrangler Magic from in fifth. Stayed in sixth is Bernadette, and popped out seventh comes Lions River Pride. Wrangler Magic now on the move out of fifth as the field nears the midway point. Pure Country found the front right at the midway point in 53-3, a scalding hot first half pace. And it's Pure Country going into the far turn now. She's on top just over a length. Right there second, Call Me Queen Bee. Wrangler Magic first up third now. Wichita Lee trapped in fourth on cover fifth. Lions River Pride sixth, and buried is L.A. Delight. And Bernadette would need to sweep from back in seventh, though she's only 5 off the lead at this point. They're at 3/4, chasing Pure Country. She's been sent through taxing panels, 121 and 4 to 3/4 now, and she brings the field into the stretch. A slap of the wheel disc for McDonald on Pure Country, and she's on top by 2 now. Rushing up off cover from the backfield comes Lions River Pride. Scooting through at the rail, Wichita Lee. Way out wide is L.A. Delight. Pure Country coming into the final 16th. L.A. Delight, the livest wire from off the speed, but her late rally will fall short. Pure Country wins the first Milton a limb by a length over L.A. Delight, then Lions River Pride and Wichita Lee in 150.
Past the first start pole, here they come. And they're off and pacing. And fast off the gate, Nike Franco N for the lead. Darling on the Beach on the outside is hustled away. And from the front side comes Lady Shadow as she comes swooping in, challenging the early leaders. LA Delight comes away fourth. Blue Moon Stride to the inside is fifth. Then it's Pure Country pacing in sixth. Winston Glory comes away seventh. Sasa Hanover is next as they arrive at the first quarter mile marker. 26-2 for that opening is split. The early trailer as they step onto the backstretch there, it's 7 times a Virgin. So clearing to the front was Lady Shadow and Jingra. They lead the way 1.5 lengths here. Nike Franco N will follow along in the pocket seat in second. Darling on the Beach is next in third. LA Delight lined up in fourth. Blue Moon Stride, mid-pack is fifth. Pure Country is next and sixth. She's brought to the outside. They'll start up the outer flow. Winston Glory skimming the pylons. Bedroom Confessions to the outside as the field tightens to the upper turn. Lady Shadow with the lead 2. To the inside, Nike Franco and to the outside. Moving first up now comes LA Delight as they approach the 3/4. Blue Moon Stride flushed and follows that cover. Darling on the Beach is trapped to the inside. She is blocked in fifth. Pure Country to the outside. They arrive at 3/4, 123-2. Lady Shadow leads for home. To the inside, Nike Franco and Tetrick waits for the passing lane. And to the outside comes Blue Moon Stride and Miller. They've less than 1/8 of a mile to go. Lady Shadow clings to the lead. Down to the inside comes Darling on the Beach. Darling on the Beach into the passing lane. And to the outside, here comes Blue Moon Stride. It's a cavalry charge. Here's Pure Country, and Pure Country emerging late to win the Breeders' Crown.
Sponsored by Winback Farm. Race 7 for $175,000. Here they come. They're off. Medusa gets the first call, but Darling on the Beach fires right to the top. Nike Franco from the inside with early speed. Nike Franco is going to cut the corner. Darling on the Beach is going to take the lead, and Pure Country gets away in third around the first turn. Lady Shadow, defending champion, is fourth and slides in there in front of Bedroom Confessions to the opening quarter. Then comes Medusa and Winston Glory and Blue Moon Stride. Striding past the quarter, Darling on the Beach on the engine here with Super Brent past the quarter in 27 flat. Nike Franco pockets up across the backstretch they go. Pure Country in the third position. Lady Shadow under a tight rein fourth. It's Bedroom Confessions fifth on the cones. A peek to the outside there. Then Medusa under a tight rein, followed by Wind Sun Glory and Blue Moon Stride. Single file. And it's Darlin on the Beach, the prep winner from last week. Strides clear by 2. And she's looking to take off from Nike Franco past the half. Pure Country is third. The half up in 54 and 127-1 there. Darlin on the Beach opens up by 2.5-3 on Nike Franco as they hit the far turn. Pure Country is third, needs to get going. Lady Shadow to the outside is flushed there as they race around the far turn. Then it's Bedroom Confession stuck behind a stalled Lady Shadow on the outside. Then it's Medusa who's pinned in on the rail. And Blue Moon Stride at the back of the pack with Wind Sun Glory. Passing 3/4, Darlin on the Beach there in 1:21 flat. Turning for home, Darlin on the Beach looking to take them all the way, leads it by 2 lengths. It's Darlin on the Beach. Nike Franco, a perfect trip, has to dive to the inside. And now Darlin on the Beach gets leg weary. From the inside comes Nike Franco. And looking for room is Medusa. With dead aim on the outside is Pure Country. And here comes Bedroom Confessions. Pure Country strikes the lead. Pure Country, Bedroom Confessions. Pure Country! Then Bedroom Confessions and Darlin on the Beach in 1:49 flat.